Hey, Mike Healy here, and thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to view this APLGO review. Now, this isn't one of those review videos where I'm gonna pitch you at the end on some training systems or internet marketing, okay? So this is a legitimate APLGO review. Now, I am going to go through as much information as quick as possible so that I get straight to the point. I'm not gonna dilly-dally because there's lots of other content. You can either get it from the person who invited you to watch this or on my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, or whatever, okay? So what I wanna do is I'm gonna cover quite a few things. We're gonna cover the product, we're gonna cover the company, comp plan, timing, and system, okay? And the system, in my opinion, has to be one of the most critical points of building this because I'm going to show you that this is a great product, and I'm not gonna go into a big product review or details in too much detail, but this system brings it all together that you can get the messaging out there so quickly. So if you'll just hang out until you at least see that part, it's absolutely gonna rock your world. All right, so let's talk about why I can bring some information to you. First and foremost, I've been in the direct selling networking industry now going on about 23 years, primarily full-time. I've made great money. I've spoken to and trained tens of thousands of people worldwide. I've been pretty much the top recruiter in every company I've been involved in, and I win most of the awards that are out there. The reason I started networking many years ago was I was a family man. I was basically wanted to start a family. I had just gotten married to my awesome wife, Stacy, and wanted to have some kids. Well, you can see my kids are all grown up now, and it's been amazing. So anyhow, enough about that. Let's get straight into it. So product review. We're going to talk about the product real quick. The nice thing is this product is very simple to understand, and it's got some technology behind it that is really remarkable. First off, it is the first anion DNA drop product ever, okay? And they bring it to you through what we call these lozenges. I'm going to show you those in a second. Now, anions are byproducts of UV rays from the sun, discharge electricity in the air after thunderstorms, water collisions, and so on. So basically what happens is you feel better, I feel better when we're around those positive or negative charges in the atmosphere, okay? The things come from lightning strikes. They also, if you can see on this slide, this is how plants pretty much grow and do things. What happens is it positively charges and negatively charges with the anions and the ions to make these botanicals peak the best they can, okay? It makes it really good for you, okay? And I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor, and I'm gonna give the best I can do with the product. That's why there's great videos out there to watch on this. This is what it really comes down to. It's high energy science. They handpick the botanicals at the peak of harvest season, and they have a patented accumulate assay technology that restores the energy back into the plants while extracting their DNA. And they have 15 different kinds that you can use. Now, what does that actually mean? Basically, when you pick, like if you picked an apple off of a tree and you initially bite into it right off the tree and bite it, it tastes phenomenal, you get the best benefits. But if you took that same apple, set it on a shelf, and a week later bit into it, it doesn't have necessarily the same nutritional value or benefits or even the taste and flavor that you would normally be aware of. What they're doing with these products, these botanicals, is they're getting in them at peak ripeness, and then they are doing the anion technology, the accumulate assay technology, and enhancing everything and making it live. Now, what's cool about it is these products come in very simple boxes. There's 15 of them, and they're lozenges. So it's a completely unique delivery system. If you've ever choked down pills, potions, and lotions, a lot of them are uncomfortable. Most of them taste like nasty, that kind of thing. But what's nice are these come in these little lozenges. You just pop one out through the foil. I'm not going to do that now because I'll be slobbering all over myself trying to talk. And you suck on them, and they taste phenomenal. They're naturally flavored and so on. So it's really, really a unique delivery system using real science, real technology that allows this, and because you suck on them as opposed to going through your gut or anything like that, it's a much, much better formula to deliver these botanicals into your system. All right, so let's keep going here. One of the greatest things, now from a business standpoint as well as a product standpoint, they're quick, convenient, delicious. Obviously the packaging is phenomenal and they're safe. They're halal and kosher certified. They're FDA approved, that kind of thing. They go through and get registered from the FDA. And again, it's a completely unique product, which is nice. So you're bringing something to the market that has not been done before, okay? New delivery system of things that are proven in science to be beneficial for you. So if you do the research on all of the botanicals that are in these things, There's plenty of science behind all those. This is just the delivery system to really get it into your body better, okay? Now, obviously, with the product, they have very, very good packaging and marketing materials, and the price point is very good. They have a daily collection, which is only $25 for the majority of those, and every one of them has a different thing that would address different things. So different strokes for different folks. So you get these great products that can hit you up in every different direction. You got growth, strength, and stamina, things for acid reflux. You got things for all these different things. And again, I don't want to project anything or give you any misinformation. You can go through some of these. They've got a Premier collection, which obviously has more botanicals and more benefits in each one. A little higher price on the wholesale, retail's still decent. And then they have a Premier collection. I just showed you, the box that I just showed you was the Brain, and it is a phenomenal product. I absolutely love it. It's really, really cool what it does. And that one actually tastes a little bit like a light flavor of coffee. So the nice thing about these products is they're consumable, easy to use, easy to, to deliver, to sample, that kind of thing. So if you think about this from a business standpoint as well, you're easily able to share these products with people. Now let's talk about the company. All right, this is real important. One of the reasons I took a look at this, and one of the reasons I review companies, or why I would join a company is after reviewing them, is this company is already 9 years old and doing over 100 million in sales. As you can see right there in the revenue difference, this is statistics from businessforhome.org. You can see in 2015 they did 10 million, the next year 40, then 50, then 55, then 87, over $100 million in sales in 2020. And when you look at the commission part, as I'll show you in a second, they are paying out 63 cents per dollar that comes in to you and I, people that are out there marketing this. So it's a really, really great way that you can earn some money. The other thing I do, most people don't show this kind of stuff. One of the things I'm good at is internet marketing, and I track data. I make data-driven decisions. I'm no longer a rookie. I'm a professional at this. I use different websites and stuff to look at traffic on websites, just basically because that kind of gives you I think a realistic expectation of what the company's really going through growth-wise or whatever. And I always look for those things that are stable. Okay, this is a really good chart that shows that it's got growth that's steadily happening. And again, they're just coming to some new markets such as the United States, Canada, Mexico, and Australia. So they've been doing all this and doing 100 million in overseas. Now they're about to break into some of the biggest networking markets in the world. The other thing I do is I look at keywords, and as you can see, the growth chart on the keywords is pretty decent as well. So right now we're at the beginning stages of this, okay? Like I mentioned, these are the different countries. You can kind of see the highlighted ones. The orange basically means that they're already been delivering and everything, and in the red, they actually are delivering product into those countries as well, but they don't have necessarily official launch dates on them yet. So wide open market right now if you're in any of those. Now, there's 11 ways to get paid in this company, so let's talk comp plan. I'm not going to go into details. Let me give you some basics. I did a comp plan video a little bit ago. You can look that up on my YouTube channel if you want it. But first and foremost, if somebody purchases a kit, we call it the start bonus. Most of you are familiar. If you're familiar with networking, you understand how that works. It's basically you get paid to refer somebody to a product. That's why this model works so well. If you promote or you refer somebody and they purchase a promoter pack, you make 10% or $10 of that. If they buy the associate pack for $200, you get 10%, which would be 20 bucks, and so on. And they have packages that go all the way up to 3,000, where you actually get 20% on that. Now, the only reason somebody would purchase that huge package is because they want to market this more. I actually did purchase the $3,000 package because I wanted more product to market, and I pop these things like crazy all the time. So it's a really good way to go out there and get it. There's benefits too of those statuses. Now, they do have a unique thing in their comp plan called the Ninery, which kind of is relative to a binary, if you understand that, the dual team concept. What a binary does, or what these things work with, is basically when you grow two teams, you have a left team and a right team, okay? And then you basically get paid on the lesser leg volume of a certain percentage. As you can see here on this slide, that you start out at either 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, or 30% based on the Go kit that you came in at on your lesser legs. So that's kind of nice. And you do have 90 days to upgrade to pick a bigger package if you choose to do so. So they've got the fast starts, which are great. Start bonuses when you get somebody initially in. And then there's the team building concept if you bring more people in there. And they have matching checks too. This is really good. on groups, and the matching bonuses go all the way to 7 generations. That means that if you actually enrolled me and I went out there, and let's say I was even in your biggest leg, where you're not necessarily making that lesser leg volume, but if I was out there and I was really working it and I started getting a check from my own dual team growth, and you can have up to 9 legs on that, by the way, what would happen is you would be eligible based on the rank that you're at to get a check match on me. So that means that if I made $1,000 and you were able to make 20% of that, you get a $200 bonus in addition to that, and so on. And that goes 7 generations. So if I have somebody that I enrolled that's making money, you have the ability to override them. So that's comp plan. And then the last part of the comp plan that I really want to cover is the unilevel. Most people are familiar with that. Unilevels have been around for many, many years, pretty much since they invented networking. And what they mean is basically anybody you enroll is on your first generation or your level. Second generation is third or second level. Anybody they enroll is third level, and so on, and it goes 6 levels deep. As you can see here, what's really cool about this is down here is this company actually gives you the largest percentages on the bottom levels, where the majority of people you will probably have as your business grows. The best part though is if you choose diamond status allows you to be grandfathered in for life without having to worry about any other qualifications at 10% through all 6 generations automatically. And you can do the math on that. Now, let's talk timing, and then I'm going to go into the system and we're pretty much going to wind it up. The timing is really, really important with a lot of companies because you can get in and you can give yourself a competitive advantage. This is, if you look this up online, it's pretty cool, the law of diffusion of innovation. We're pretty much where the red line is, okay? We're just getting started. The good news is like this, I said, the company's got a few years under its belt, so there's a lot of testimonies, there's a lot of real world growth, there's a lot of people making great money, but now they're coming into these big markets, the markets that have not been tapped into with this unique product, unique delivery system, so we have a competitive advantage in that as well. All right, so this is going to be my favorite part of this. I'm not going to take a ton of time on it because you're smart enough to probably figure it out. And I know I've been talking fast, but I'm sure you can listen fast. And it's called the system, all right? I think this is one of the best things I ever heard about systems. It says systems that are leveraged by which you turn ordinary people into extraordinary performers. Great businesses do not look for extraordinary people. Great businesses look for ordinary people and leverage them with extraordinary systems. Rather than motivate people to increase productivity, create systems to increase productivity, and the motivation will naturally follow. So what I want to do is I'm going to go through with you right now my favorite tool that I've ever seen or ever used in all of the years of 23 of doing this full time, making great money in the industry, because I'm all about systems and I've created tons of web pages, tons of sites, tons of marketing materials and things like that. But this is the easiest thing I've ever done. And it's literally a phone app that the company has put together for us. It's through a company called Rapid Funnel that a few other networking companies out there have it. Watch this, okay? So think for a second. If you got excited, you took the product, but you didn't know anything about it, you couldn't regurgitate any of the signs, any of the comp plan or whatever. That's the best part, is you only, to be successful in this kind of business, all you have to do is become the messenger, never the message. And this tool allows you to do that. So watch this. So with the Rapid Funnel app, you basically download it on your phone. You set up a new account. Our team that we use, that is kind of primary, all the tools we have in there is Go Team. You set up your name, username, and password, put the information in, and then basically it walks you through the setup. Once you have the setup going, you just push on one of these buttons, because this is how you are now going to be able to get a contact from your personal phone's contact list. So you can do 2 things. One, you can put it in manually. So if you ran into somebody at the store, football game, barbecue, whatever it might be, and you were talking about these products, or they saw you pop one in your mouth. I had that happen to me at the airport. I was just going to Florida and standing there. I was taking one of the relax things because I was about to board on the plane. I wanted to take a nap, that kind of thing. And I stayed up all late that night. And I popped one in and I asked the kids, and my wife said, "Hey, you want one of these? These things relax you." And a guy heard me right behind him and he said, "Can I have one?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." Popped one out real quick, and then I said, "Hey," and they go, "Well, what's in it? What is it?" I said, "Well, why don't you just give me your info? I'll text you some info real quick." I put it in there manually, boom, it sent it. Now you can obviously import contacts, that's where the arrow is pointing, but what happens is if you import contacts, you can actually, it'll pull up your entire phone database, which is really, really awesome. Now, I actually using my wife as a test candidate here to show you the slides, is you click on a resource. So once you click add the contact, you click send resource. And then what I do is I click on DNA drops, and then I send them a quick sample and sizzle video. And basically by doing that, the icon in the middle there is the text icon. It'll pull it up, it's got some pre-written text. I typically like to address it, so what I do is right after, hey Stacy, I would leave, and I usually do voice. I say, hey, this is Mike Healy, in case you didn't recognize the number. I just wanted to let you know about a new product and company that I've been involved in. Company's doing amazing things. They're just now launching here in the United States. They are the parent company is a company out of Russia and most of Europe, doing over 100 million in sales. It's 9 years old. Check it out when you get a second. There's a short 1.5 minute video below, and then get back to me if you can. Thanks. And that's what I put there, and then I click send. And once I click send, they get this information. So now they've got the phone app there to look at it. They click on the link. They can request a sample, which would obviously, the lead would come to you. You can personalize it. Personalizes on your website, which is cool. And as you can see, these are all pre-made for you. They're all done for you through the system. So you don't have to do anything. Everything's good to go. And then again, request a sample and so on. The best part though is this, is once you input a lead, you can go there and click on them, and you see these little numbers there next to, underneath Steve's name, it says the number 11. When I click on that contact, this is so important because everybody's heard that the fortune is in the follow-up, and this is why most people fail in networking, is when you click on that, I can click on the button there, it says activity log. So this is ultimately, this system is an entire CRM for you. Online right there, you can be anywhere and build this business. I click on activity log, and it's going to show me exactly what I was looking at, which gives this advantage to you. Only talking to the right people at the right time about the right thing. You cannot put any other more important thing together than that. And if you look at this right here, I'm getting, this is just me, I took this a few weeks ago, it's actually a little higher than that now with the context, 50% engagement on the things I've got. And if you wanted to, if you needed more information, you click on more, and there's coaching, so you can go check out the coaching programs, get trained and so on. And if you want to know how you can do anything with the funnel, you click it on there, they got all the trainings. Last couple things, and we're done here, is you get notifications too. Now, why is this so important? When somebody that you personally enroll gets the rapid funnel system to use, when they start making contacts and those contacts take some action, like click on a link, request a sample, if you've asked the person that you brought in to be their accountability partner, you will now receive notifications that let you know. Now, why is that so significant? One of the hardest things I've ever had in networking is to figure out who's doing what when, and who do I need to focus on, and who's the players and the real workers. This allows us to do that instantly, okay? So you can see why I'm so excited about it. So you wanna get the funnel. So this is a great opportunity because they have a unique product with a unique company that's doing very big things. The comp plan is fantastic. I mean, if you ask around the people, the incomes people are doing very, very well for so early. The timing's there if you want to, and like I covered, the system is absolutely second to none. So I would tell you this, either get back with me or the person that got you to take a look at this video and tell them you want to get started. If you want to just be a customer and try the product, feel free to do that. But I believe that I gave you a legitimate review here, and hopefully you got some information out on it. But there's a lot of great leaders in here, and we're really doing some great things with, kind of building the community, the culture, and we're having a lot of fun doing it, which is the most important thing, is that you can do this business when you want, with who you want, anytime you want. That's what I kind of like about it. So anyhow, thanks again for watching this. If you'd like to check out my YouTube channel or Facebook page or whatever, you can see all the videos that I have on different things on there, marketing and this company, that kind of thing. Feel free to do so. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the other videos.